Hi, welcome to another episode of Book Covers DIY. Today I'm going to show you how to design a book cover for a word search or a word find for kids. So let's get started. So here we are on canva.com. This is that free website where we design all of our book covers. Once you register and log in, you'll be taken to a homepage that looks similar to this. Now for today's video, I'm only going to be designing the front cover, but if you are needing to also design your back cover and your spine, then be sure to check out my children's print paperback book cover tutorial. All right, so we're going to come up here to the upper right corner where it says custom size, and typically word find books are 8.5 by 11, so we're going to click on that, enter that right here, but first we need to change it from pixels to inches, so we're just going to click on the down arrow and click on inches, and then we are going to come over to width and enter 8.5 and 11 under the height. Once we have those measurements entered, we're going to click on create a new design. It's going to take us over to our design area. Now you can see here on the left, it defaults to the templates area. So you can scroll through there, there's all kinds of templates. But we are specifically looking for a word find or a word search template. So let's come up to the search bar at the top and let's just type that in. Word search. And hit enter. And now it's going to bring up all of the pre-made word search templates here in Canva. Now, of course, these are the actual word search pages for within your book for the inside, but I'm going to show you how you can take one of these and change it up to make it our book cover. Another thing you'll notice is some of these templates have a crown in the corner, and when you hover over them, it says Pro. That means these templates are available with Canva Pro. If you are, and so you can see here, as a Canva Pro subscriber, you get this premium template for free. So these are the premium options. But as you scroll down, you'll see some that do not have the crown. Those are available with the free version of Canva Pro. So if you're using the free version, just make sure you are selecting one of those. So I'm just going to scroll through here and find one I like. Since this book is specifically for children, I'm going to want to select one that has larger letters or a larger font and maybe a box in the center as opposed to one like this, which is for adults. As you can see, these are much more difficult for children. Here's a fun one, this here that says emotions. I kind of like this Easter one here. We can always change that up again. It's not going to be Easter. I'm going to show you how we can change that and customize it. All right, so once you find one you like, just click on it. And as you can see here, it's going to ask you if you want to apply both pages because this template is for the interior of a word search book. So it's going to give us the actual word puzzle, and then it's going to give us the solution or the answer key that you will normally put in the back of your book. Since we are designing the front cover only today, I am not going to click on apply both pages. I'm only going to click on the color version. So I'm going to click on the plus in the center. Right, and it's going to carry over to our design area right here. The reason I chose this one is because I want it to be a jumbo word search for today, and this one had very large letters or very large font. Okay, so now it's time for us to customize this so it looks like the cover of a word find book instead of one of the pages inside. So the first thing we need to do is we need to get rid of this top area where it says name and date. So I'm going to just click on name. When I click on that, I'm going to get a little toolbar right above it, or sometimes it appears below it. You just want to click on the trash can, which is delete. Same thing for this line, date, and the second line, delete. Right, and then also we want to remove all of these words down here. So I'm just going to click on each box and delete it, or I can click on this blank area, drag it over all three of these boxes, and again click on delete. So it will delete everything within those purple boxes that has been selected. I also want to click on the directions right here that says circle words in the puzzle below and delete that. And you know what? I will go ahead and delete this text box as well. We will bring in our own. And I'm going to delete this cute little red bird here because I want to add in my own character. So I'm going to click on the little cardinal and delete it. All right, now the first thing I want to do is add some color to this because children's books, should be colorful and bright to attract their attention. So I'm going to click on the actual background. You can see we have this big purple box. And then I'm going to come over here to this rainbow box. This says our background color. If you click in there, you're going to get a bunch of color palettes here. Down at the bottom are default colors, and these are gradients, which means that they are going to change from like light to dark or vice versa. Every time you click on a box, it's going to change to that color, as you can see here. If you want to create your own color or custom color, you can come up here to this little rainbow box with the plus symbol. It says add a new color. If you click in there, you have some sliders. So you would want to start with the bottom slider, and that's actually choosing your base color. And then you can move this slider around to choose your shade. But I think I'm just going to go back down here to this bright yellow. I like that. All right, so now once we have chose a background color, I want to change the background color on the word find box. So I'm going to click on that box, which right now is like a pale or a winter blue, since the theme before was like a winter word find. Once I clicked on that box, you can see up here, this little color box now is showing a pale blue. We want to click in there, and then now we want to change that color. For my word find, I'm just going to choose white. I just want a plain white, but I do want to have a thicker border on it. Let me click off to the side so you can see. See, there's no border on that square, but I'm going to click on it again. Here's the little rainbow color box. Instead, I'm going to click on the little icon next to them, which has these different lines. It says border style. I'm going to click in there. Right now it is at none. I want to actually add a solid border. So I'm going to click on that, and you can see a black border appeared. There's also options for like dotted lines or just, really small dots. I'm going to keep it at the solid black line. Now we have two options here. This is the border weight. Right now it's at 4. I want it to be thicker, so I'm just going to slide that, and you can see as I slide it, it's getting thicker and thicker. I want to bring it back maybe a 10. And then the slider below that is the corner rounding. Right now this square has rounded corners. It's at a 30. If I didn't want it to have rounded corners, then I would bring it back to a 0. You can see it has perfect 90-degree angles. Or if I wanted it really round, I could bring it to 100. I'm going to put it right back where it was, which was at a 30. All right, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to click off to the side. Now, of course, the letters in here spell things like snowsuit, holiday, skate, because it was sort of a winter theme word find. So you can go in there and change those words. So just click on one of the letters and then double click on it. And I'm going to change this to a J. Then I'm going to go to this one, U, M. And all I am doing is double clicking in the box, and once it's highlighted, I'm typing in the letter, and then, so it's going to say jumbo, and then downwards I want it to say word. All right, and then the next thing I want to do is I want all of these letters to be bolder. So I'm going to click on the J and hold down Shift while I click on the other letters that are in my word search. And once I have clicked on those letters, I'm going to come up here to the B and click on bold, and then once I click off to the side, you can see now those letters are bolder. Now we're going to go over to our toolbar, and we're going to click on elements. Right, once you can click on that, you're going to get some more tools here. We're just going to type in oval at the top and enter. All right, and then we're going to get some graphics here. Let's click on see all. We want to choose one that's just, a border without any fill color. For instance, see, these have fill color and these don't. I'm actually going to choose this one down here, and then I'm going to change it to red. So I'm going to come up here to this little black color box, and I'm going to click in there, and I'm just going to choose red as the default color. Right, and then now I'm going to move it over the words I want circled. So I want fun circled. I'm going to drag it in smaller so that it's only over that one. And then in order to do the other words, I'm simply going to duplicate it. So once I have clicked on it, you're going to get a toolbar here with delete. To the left of delete says duplicate. It's going to create another one. This time I want to place it over the word jumbo, and I'm going to stretch that larger and center it over the word. I'm going to duplicate that one because, let's see, we have search down here. We have to stretch that so we can cover the whole word. Bring it down. All right, and let's see what else we have. Word. Okay, so let's click on jumbo, duplicate it. Okay, now Word is going vertically, but our oval is going horizontally. And we can easily change that by going down here to this little, it's a little circle with 2 arrows, and that is our pivot. If you pivot it, you want to pivot it all the way till it says 90 degrees. There we go, 90. Now we're going to place it over Word, and we need to bring that in and just slightly move it. Right, and then we're going to duplicate that one because somewhere over here I wrote kids. Okay, right here, kids. And then now I'm going to click off to the side. I think that's all I wrote, right? Fun, kids, jumbo word search. Okay, so now that we've got that more complicated part done, let's have some fun with our design. Here we are in Elements. We are going to clear it by just clicking on the little X. And now let's find a little cute character. I'm just going to type in cute kids character. Okay, and then under graphics, I'm going to click on see all. Here we have some really cute kids here. There's a little super kid. Now again, you will notice some of these are available with Canva Pro, but if you scroll down, you'll see many that are available for free. Here's one here. All right, so let's look for maybe a pencil and click on see all under graphics. And here's some pencils we can choose. And oh, I like this one right here. Okay, this one's really cute. We have this little bumblebee with a pencil. There's also just a cute little pencil character or a box of crayons or pencils. But I'm going to come back up and go with this cute little bumblebee. So once I clicked on him, he appears over here. To make him smaller, you just grab any of the 4 corners. See these little dots and drag it in. I'm going to bring it up here. And here's another fun thing that Canva does. Whenever you choose an image, or if there are similar images to that, you'll get this box pop up that says Magic Recommendations. If you click on See All, it's going to show you all the other images that are similar to that. So you can see here's another little bumblebee. Here's a little owl. That's a cute one for a word find. So you can scroll through there and see if there are any other characters you want to use. I think I'm going to go with the other bumblebee with the glasses. It's just too cute. So I'm going to click on this bumblebee and I'm going to shrink that one down. We'll probably use that one down here somewhere. So now we have our 2 characters. Let's go and add some text to this. So I'm going to come over here to our toolbar on the left and click on text. Now you can either go through here and at the bottom and find a pre-made title that you like. Again, some are with Canva Pro, but see, none of these are all free here. But I like to come up here to default text styles and I like to create my own. So I'm going to click on add a heading. You're going to get a text box over here. Let's drag this up. And the first word I want to start with is jumbo, because this is going to be a jumbo word find for kids. So I just typed in jumbo, but I do not want to keep this font. Please don't ever keep this boring Canva Sans font. So I'm going to come up here to where it says Canva Sans. I'm going to click on the down arrow, and then I'm going to get all of these different font choices over here on the left. So again, there are some available with Canva Pro, but many are free. So I'm just going to scroll through here and try to find one I like. Of course, since I want this to say jumbo, I want to look for a font that is jumbo because I want it to stand out more than anything else on my design. So I'm just going to go through here until I find one I like. I like this one. This is a free one. It's called Borsock. To make our text box smaller or larger, you can just grab a corner and drag it in or out. You can also come up here to font size and choose a number or use the plus and minus. So I'm going to move this little guy over for right now. And I'm going to bring this up. Okay, so that says jumbo, but now we want it to say word search or word find. I'm going to come over here and choose another text box. This time I'm going to choose add a subheading, and we're going to get a new text box. And on this one, I'm just going to write word search. And again, I don't want to leave it as Canva Sans, so I'm going to come up here. And let's choose a different font. Okay, I like this one here. There's a lot of yellow going on and I kind of want to break that up. And since we have this bumblebee theme, let's come over here to our elements. And then we're going to go under shapes. Let's click on see all. And let's just choose a square. We're gonna have a red square. I'm gonna bring it up to the top corner. And then I'm just gonna grab one of the sides and stretch it all the way across. And I'm gonna bring it down to just above the word search. Another thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change it to black. So I'm gonna come up here to this red, and then I'm just going to change it to solid black. I believe this is solid black. Okay, yes. But now you can't see jumbo or word search. So I'm going to click on jumbo. Let's change that by clicking on this A with the black line. And let's change that to white. And then let's click on word search. And again, change that. Let's change that one to yellow. And then our little bumblebee guy got hidden behind here. Now, in order to fix that, we need to come up here to position. And it's going to default to the first tab, which is arrange. And this is the old way we used to have to do things in Canva where you had to go back or forward to bring things to the top. But now they have this great new feature under the layers tab. If you click on that, you're going to see all of the layers in this design, including every single, letter here in this word find. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to find this black square, and you need to make sure it is behind the bumblebees. Okay, so when I dragged it behind the bumblebees, the bumblebees are on top, or you could drag your bumblebee all the way to the top layer. Now I know you can't see the little bumblebee's antenna right now. We will go and fix that. So let's click on our bumblebee, and then we're going to come up here to edit image, and we're going to get some new tools here. We want to scroll down until we see shadows. Click on see all. And then here's where you can add shadows to any element or design, but I want to go into glow. And when I click on glow, it doesn't really look like much has changed, but we need to click in glow again on these three little lines with dots, and we're going to get three little sliders. The reason you didn't see anything change is because currently the glow is set at black. If you click in there, you can change it to You can actually change it to red, yellow. You can see it's changing over here. I want to select white. And then I want to come up here to the blur. I don't want it to blur. So this is if you want it totally blurred. And then I want to actually set it at 0. So there is no blur. And then the transparency is if it's see-through or not. I don't want it see-through. So I'm going to increase that to 100. And then now the size. I want to increase the size. There's 10. That's way too much. I want to bring it down to 5. And then I'm going to click apply. And then just click off to the side. And you can see it made a little line around it. Kind of like made it look like a little sticker. And yeah, it took a second to smooth out. And when you first do it, it's a little bit fuzzy. But then after a few seconds, it smooths out. So you can see it did that. So now it looks like we have a cute little bumblebee sticker here. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this black rectangle we made up here, and then I'm going to duplicate it. So you just come up here to the left of the trash can. There's duplicate. It's going to make a second black rectangle. You're going to bring it down here. And this one I'm going to make it thinner, so I'm just going to grab the top portion and bring that down. Again, our bumblebee got buried behind it, so let's click on position. Go to our layers, and then here is the top layer, which is that new box or that new rectangle we just created. Let's make sure we bring that all the way down behind the bumblebee. So you got to go through all these letters in the word search. Please ignore my dogs right now. They are wrestling playing. Okay, so we're going to go down and just make sure that is also behind the bumblebees. And so once it is, you can see that now we can see our little bumblebee guy. And then let's click off to the side. All right, so now we need to add that white outline to this little bumblebee guy. So we're just going to click on him and come up here to edit image. And again, we want to go down to shadows. You can also look right here under recently used, and it remembers that we use shadows. So I'm just going to click on there, and we're going to click on glow. Again, it's going to default to a black outline or glow. We need to click inside there and adjust these sliders. So we took our blur all the way down to 0. We increase our transparency to 100, and we got to change the outline, the actual color. So let's click in the box, change that to white, and then the size. I think we did a 5, didn't we? Let's see. Yeah, we made it a 5. So once we have all of that adjusted, let's click apply. It's going to take a few seconds to smooth out the outline. All right, there we go. And then now we can adjust the little bumblebee size. All right, now I want to add some like stickers or shapes that say the age group maybe, and then how many pages. So I'm going to come back up to elements, make sure you're on the elements tool, and let's type in, I'm just going to type in shape. Now you're going to think you want to click on shapes, but those are going to be those pre-made templates like squares and circles. I actually want to go under graphics and click on see all. These are going to be kind of more your fun shapes that have been added in here. I kind of like this one here, this kind of greenish one. I'm going to click on that and it's going to bring it over here. Of course, I do not want that color, so I'm going to come up here to the little green box, click in there, and let's see, maybe we'll go with this red so it'll stand out. I'm going to make it smaller. So I'm going to click off to the side. Then I'm going to come over here to text, and let's scroll up to add a subheading. Let's click in there. It's going to create a text box for us. Let's bring that one down. And you can't see it too well, so I'm going to go ahead and change it to white. Let's come up here to this A with the rainbow bar, and let's change that to white. And I'm going to write 100 pages. Again, do not leave it as this canvas hand. So let's, I kind of like this font. What was this one? Let's click on Jumbo to see what it was. It says right here it was Borzork. You can also go all the way up, and Canva remembers what fonts you used. So let's come over here to 100 pages, and if you look right there, we're going to click on Borzork. Oh, right, and I like that one. The only thing I don't like is this 100 is too small. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this. So now there's two of them. Down here on this bottom one, I'm going to delete the 100, so it just says pages, because the pages, that's a good size, it fits in there. But I want this 100 to be much bigger. So I'm going to delete pages on this one. Also delete that. And then I'm going to increase the size of 100. So look how big that is, and stands out much better. So if I click on pages, hold down shift and click on 100, I can click on group and group them together. So now I can move them around as one piece and then even make it smaller if I needed to. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on 100 pages, hold down shift and click on the red circle, and then I'm going to group those. So now it's like I have a sticker. So anytime I want to stretch that or make it smaller, all three of them are moving together as one piece. I can always ungroup them if needed. I want to add another sticker. So let's come back over to elements, and we are still under shape. If you have gone out of there, all you have to do is type in shape again and then click under graphics, see all. Kind of like this one here. Let's bring that one down. And let's see, let's change the color from white. Let's just go ahead and maybe stick with that red we've been using. I want to go ahead and use that same font we've been using. So I'm just going to come up here to Jumbo, click on duplicate, bring down that second one, make it smaller, and let's change that to say for kids. And then maybe below that we will change it to, we'll maybe use this font here. So click on word search, duplicate, ages, let's say for this one it's ages 6 and up. Again, if you want to change the font size, you can either drag the corner in or you can come up here. Let's try 28. All right, and if I want to group all of those together, I can click on each text box, hold down shift, group that. So now it's all one piece. And then I can hold down shift and click on the red shape and group that. And so now again, it's one sticker. Okay, now we need to go in and just make some basic adjustments. Okay, let's move all of this slightly up, right about there. Let's move our little, oh, too far. Okay, let's move our little bumblebee guy up, and let's move Jumbo up and word search. I'm actually gonna make word search larger. Now I wanna bring the whole word search box up. Let me move this bumblebee down. I wanna move this whole word search box up. The way to do that is you can click off into the yellow, and while you're holding it down, just kind of drag a square over the entire box and then bring it up. You know what, guys? I think I want to change this font. I want it a little bit bolder. Right now it's Poppins Light. Let's change it to match, what do we have? Let me see if I want to change it to League Spartan. Okay, yeah, I like that much better. Let's see, let me click off to the side so you can see. See how bold that is? That's much better. Okay, so I like that. the words stand out a lot better, especially for little kids. Now, if you wanted to make this all one group together, you can as well. Just click on group. And now when you move it, you don't have to worry about, oh, I accidentally moved like one letter. You can actually move it all as one piece. I'm going to make our little bumblebee guy like he's peeking up out of there. Another thing I want to add is I want to look for, over here in elements, I'm going to click out of clear shape, and I want to look for like a dotted line, and under graphics, click on see all. I kind of want like, yeah, something like this, like a little bumblebee. I'm going to click on that one, bring it over here. Okay, I want to pivot it, so I'm going to take these two little arrows. Something different I want to do with this one. I'm going to come up here to flip, and I want to flip it, let's try vertically. And now let me pivot it. I'm trying to get it to look like it's a little path. Okay, yeah, that's better. Okay, I like that. That's cute. We can do another one for this guy if we wanted to. Let's see. I'm going to pivot it again. And I'm also going to flip it. Let's try to flip it vertically. But here's the problem. It's in front of the 4 kids, so we need to go to position. And let's make sure that it is behind the sticker. So it is, which one is it? This one? No, it's this one. All right, so see, we just made sure that it's behind the sticker, and I'll see how that looks. I'm gonna pivot it just a little bit more. I think we're just about done, except if you wanted to put like your author name or something, we would go back to text. This time we would click on add a little bit of body text. You can add either your name, or let's say, I'm just gonna write Funhouse Publishing. I don't like this font, so I'm going to change that. Okay, I'm just going to choose whatever we had already, League Spartan. And then I'm going to make it smaller. Again, you could put your author name. You can either put this down here at the bottom. It's going to be kind of busy, so I would suggest actually bringing it up to the top. I actually want to add a copyright. So I'm going to go under elements, and let's look for a copyright symbol. And then we're going to click on see all under graphics, and you can just choose any one of these, kind of like this one. And let's change that. Let's make that much smaller. I'm going to zoom in for this, guys. It's kind of hard for you guys to see. You know what? Let's add the year. Let's say 2024. While I've clicked on the copyright, I'm going to hold down shift, click on Funhouse Publishing, group that together so that way I can move it all together. Let me zoom out. You'll know it's centered when the solid line appears right there. Now let me click off to the side. Okay, you can put this on the top or bottom, anywhere. Of course, when you're creating this for print, you need to make sure that it's all within the guidelines because there are cutoff lines. You can always check out my children's paperback print book cover tutorial where I show you step by step how to go through all that and make sure that you're within all of those guidelines. Okay guys, so I think we're done with this book cover. Let me show you how we can download it and check it out. So let me come up here, and first thing I want to do is change the project title. Right, so for right now, we're just going to click on share and download. If you were doing this for print, you would definitely click in here under PNG. You would want to change it to PDF print. I'm not going to be printing anything out today. I'm just going to show you what this looks like. So I'm going to leave it as PNG. And then I'm going to click on download. It's going to save the file to my computer. And then we'll open it up and check it out. All right, so here we are in our downloads. I'm just going to click on the file and open it up. Right, so here is our finished book cover. Doesn't it look great, guys? You know, it's so bright and colorful. It'll definitely attract attention in the marketplace. We got these bright, bold colors with the black and yellow. We made our word search sample extra bold to show that it's going to be really easy for kids to find words in here. We've added our title, it's a jumbo word search. We've added our information, it's 100 pages, and it's for kids ages 6 and up. We have our cute little bumblebees. And so it goes to show you that you can go into Canva and take a template, even if it was for an interior page template, and we were able to customize it and change it up to turn it into a book cover. Again, if you're needing to design your back cover and spine, you can check out my children's print paperback book cover tutorial. I walk you step by step through finding out the perfect dimensions for your book, and then I walk you through designing the back cover as well as the spine. So be sure and check that out. So that's it for today. If this video has helped you in any way, please let me know in the comment section below. I love hearing your feedback, and it helps me to know which videos are working for you guys. And if you would like to help support my channel, I do have a Patreon. This will allow me to make more and more tutorials for you guys in the future. I appreciate any and all support. So that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for liking and commenting. Until next time. Bye-bye.